Thank you all so much for being here. It is Friday, as we say. Happy Friday, everybody. Hello to everybody on Instagram. You can see me, but I can't see you. Hello, everybody on X. You can see me, but I can't see you. Facebook, YouTube. Thank you all so much for being here. We're gonna do a cooking stream on TikTok today, but I always like to come on a little early with you all and just say hello, answer any questions that you have before I do my exclusive stream on TikTok. So if you see me looking at that camera, I'm going to be on Food Talk TV. So if you want to be part of the chat and be part of the party, we're going to do a Snickers salad today. We're going to try and do like a healthy apple salad. So we're going to have some fun. I have the ingredients out. But I'm not ignoring you. So I always like to come on before a little bit and after a little bit just to check in with everybody, see how you're doing. And also if we have any moderators in the chat, just hold the questions until I come back here. Let's see. Nothing really going on over here except for the big news. Y'all already know about that. So we'll keep it cooking related today. I'm trying to think. So yes, if you want to be part of the chat, you can go to TikTok. If you have the TikTok app, and the channel is Food Talk, like TikTok. So you can go to Food Talk TV. All right. Hello, FI. Thank you so much for being here. Let me get my uniform on so we can get started. All right. So I don't think we're going to do any actual cooking today. This is more of like a snack assembly. So let's see if we can get it together. All right. Y'all know I'm always struggling. Good evening, Gina. It's been a while. Good to see you, Gina. Hope you're doing well. All right. All right. I got a couple of minutes. Oh, Gina says I missed it. What's the big news? Oh, sweetheart. You all know 2 weeks from today, I will be going to Paris Island, South Carolina. I have my crucible candle burning. If you all don't know, our oldest, Marcus, has been in boot camp for the Marines for, it's 11 weeks now. The total is 13 weeks. And so he just sent 3 more letters and we miss him terribly. And he's going through all of these challenges, but he is very close to graduation. So that is the big news. So this weekend is like the final push. They call it the crucible. It's like 3 days and no sleep and 2 meals and all this stuff. I don't know. I'm just happy to be here, but we're very, very proud of him and excited. All right. We got Jessica here. So, of course, I'll be keeping you all up to date with what I can. But there's our crucible candle. I'm keeping it lit for him. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Gina says, congratulations. Yeah, it's a big, big deal. It's a big, big deal. This has been new to me. You all know my ex-husband's family is all military. I'm academic, so I don't know anything about this. I have a lot to learn, and I'm very, very grateful and very, very proud of him. We got Leslie here saying hello. All right, everybody, let me give you your side by side. All right, so you can see here, and we're going to go ahead and start on TikTok, and then I'll be back after the stream to chat with you guys some more. All right, so not ignoring you. Sit tight. Hey everybody, come on in. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are going to be making an apple salad today. I'm very excited. So come on in, tap that screen. If you like snacks, if you are team sweet, today is your day. If you like candy bars, I saw this recipe that is a Snickers salad made with apples. I know. Have we ever made this recipe before? No, we made something similar, but not this one. So I wanted to come on here and make it with you all. Make sure you are subscribed to Food Talk TV, the home of the longest live cooking channel on TikTok. There's live cooking content every day of the week, and I'm with you all Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. We have 1 like, so if you like what we're doing here, go ahead and tap that screen. And if you have anybody with a sweet tooth that likes candy bars, share this live with them. All right, so I'm going to show you all the recipe that came up in my feed. This one is Alexa for dinner. to show you my substitutes. I am your substitute teacher because I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. All right, so let's see what she has here, and you all tell me what you think.
I'm using a mandolin to
all right, let me rewind it.
Eat 3 entire apples. Let me show you the best way to do it. First, cut out the cores. Now I'm using a mandolin to cut really thin slices. Now adding Greek yogurt, peanut butter, caramel, chocolate chips, and peanuts. Shaking this up really, really good. And it's a delicious Snickers apple salad. Sometimes you all right, Snickers apple salad.
Did you all see that? So we have our apples. We're going to slice them into a mandolin. I got a couple hacks I'm going to show you all as well. So we're going to slice our apple thin. Then she adds Greek yogurt, peanut butter, caramel sauce, peanuts, and chocolate chips. Shake it all up together. And that is your apple salad, your Snickers salad. All right, so that's what we're making today. So you all can let me know what you think. I'm going to show you my swaps. I'm very excited. But since this makes a lot, we're also going to portion some out. I'm working on portion control. Clearly, I can miss a meal. All right, so we want to enjoy it, but not eat all of it. So that's what we're making today. Hello, Adelina. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all for the badges. We are at 224 likes. Let's see if we can get to 300. Let me clean off the counter and wash my hands. And then we're gonna have fun here. This recipe, along with all of my recipes and all the other Food Talk TV creator recipes, are on foodtalktv.com. You can also use your Amazon device and it will pull up your Food Talk TV recipes, all right? Thank you all so much. Thank you, Jen, for the badges. Thank you, Sweet Pea, for the badges. Y'all are coming in so generous. We are already at 600 likes. Let's see if we can get to 650. All right, let me wash my hands. So again, make sure you are subscribed to Food Talk TV. Live cooking content every day of the week, multiple times a day, all right? So there's something for everybody. I am not a real chef. I just play one on the internet, all right? I'm just somebody's mom. Over here. Thank you all for the gifts. Thank you all so much for everything. Deb is sending the hearts. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. All right. So if you all saw that, let me know what you think. Are you having this Snickers salad, or is it like, who's going to eat that? Just give me a Snickers bar. But if you like that kind of like chocolate and peanutty kind of taste with nougat and all that good stuff, how you like these apples? So we're going to slice up these apples. You can also do this recipe with Granny Smith if you like a little bit more tart. And I think those of us who don't like green apples because they're a little too sour, you know, it gets you right here. Maybe you like that, maybe you don't. The green apples, or the Granny Smith apples, actually work really well with this recipe. Hi there, Sweet Pea. Really work well with this recipe because there's going to be the chocolate and the nuts and the caramel, and it's going to come all together into something magically delicious. I'm already excited. All right. Thank you all so much for being here. Yeah, you like the green apples. Thank you, Barb, for the gifts. All right, y'all, we're at 1,700 likes. Thank you. Come on in, tap the screen if you like sweet treats. If you want a healthy substitute, I'm your substitute teacher. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's see if we can get to 2,000. Okay, so first things first, I have some supplies here. So for this recipe, you are going to need a mandolin. Be very careful. So we'll get to this in just a moment. And then she just used a deli container. Y'all have these, or Chinese takeout, whatever you call them. So we're going to use the big one to shake up our Snickers salad, but basically anything with a lid will work. You all saw all of the cucumber salads that were going viral. Then I think there was some carrot salads. So just something like this with a lid that will seal tight, because we're going to shake up everything. All right. Thank you all so much for coming in. We're at 1,900 likes, almost at 2,000. All right. So I think for portion control, once we get our salads, we'll kind of make 3, because we're going to use 3 apples. We'll eat 1 and we'll save 2. All right, I'll give 1 to you. Thank you, Wendy, for the hearts. I appreciate that. We made it to 2,000. Thank you all so much. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and today we are making a Snickers apple salad. So right now I have 3 apples, and let me know, are you all team room temperature, or are you all team refrigerator? So these are cold. Nothing like a cold, I want to eat it. Nothing like a cold, crisp apple for me, just for me. So I'm going to rinse these off, and then we'll just wash them off, and we're going to cut these up and get them sliced into the container. So for this recipe, you need 3 apples. So if you have kids or grown-ups that don't like fruit or are picky eaters, you know, the key is to transform it into stuff they're going to like. I love whole fruits. You know, I'll eat an apple just like this. But, you know, if you have people in your family that won't, transform it, sneak it in, add it to stuff that they like. So if they like candy bars, this could be a good substitute for them because they're going to get all that good stuff. But I'll show you all some healthier substitutes that I'm making. I am not a doctor. Do not listen to me. But if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, this could be an option for you. All right, so far we have 3, and these are Gala apples. I think I just buy them because they're affordable. But these are Gala apples. That's what I'm using. Green apples will also work. Okay, so let me get a cutting board, and I have 3 struggle hacks for you all on how to cut an apple. I know it's basic, y'all already know, but we always have people that are at different levels of cooking, so we start somewhere, right? Adelina loves cold fruit. Lisa says, I thought we were using green apples. You sure can, sweetheart. But I am following this recipe, and in this recipe, she uses the red apples, so that's what I have, and that's what I'm using. But absolutely, have it your way, Burger King. If you like green apples, go ahead and make the substitutes. And I'll walk you all through the substitutes that I'm using. Y'all are enjoying. We're at 2,300 likes. Let's see if we can get to 2,500. Tap the screen if you like sweet treats. Okay, so we need a cutting board. And I'm going to show you all some struggle hacks that, okay, they may not blow your mind. But every time I show this little hack, somebody's like, I didn't know that. Well, now you know. All right, so we're going to put our damp paper towel from drying the apples onto the countertop so our cutting board won't move. Especially when you're cutting something, you want to make sure you have stability on the granite countertop. It can slide. All right. Thank you all so much. We're at 2,400 likes. Tap the screen if you like sweet treats. Okay, focus, Maggie. We need a knife. So your first hack. I saw this on the internet. So, lots of different ways to eat an apple, just like that. Now, if you're like me, I used to cut an apple down the middle, put the flat side down, cut it in half, and then cut it in quarters. And then you have to kind of go through the core and, you know, all that stuff, like it's a struggle. Have y'all ever seen these like really simple hacks and you're like, why didn't I know that? Why haven't I been doing that? So let me show you. All right, so we have our apple. We're actually gonna cut 4 slices around the core because in order to slice these apples, we need to get rid of the core. So if you saw her video, she just held up the core. So literally you're gonna go not directly at the center, but you're gonna kind of go on the side like that. So we have section 1, and then we're gonna turn our apple to the side, or we could turn it this way. So we have 2 sections, and now all we have to do is go down like that and down like that. And we have our core. I don't know about y'all, but it is stuff like this that just makes my day. I know it's lame, but we in here now. But look, instead of that, I did that in 4 slices. So now you have your perfectly cord. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. So if you need to cut up an apple for somebody, cut around the core. Did y'all already know that? Y'all probably already knew that. And if you're greedy like me, you may take a few bites around the side for research purposes because we don't waste ingredients. But anyway, option number 1. All right, so let's toss this. So I'm just going to put it inside here for now. I'm going to get all of our apples prepped. Thank you all so much. You already knew that? All right, well, I'm slow. I'm on the struggle bus today. I just saw that and I was like, this is amazing. All right, so we will slice through these in a moment. Hold the phone. All right, so that's apple core, apple-tastic coring step 1. The second one, where are my gadgets? Okay, hold on. Go, gadget, go. Hello, Melissa. We're at 2,800 likes. Let's see if we can get to 3,000. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and today we are making a Snickers apple salad. So far, we have cut 1 apple. All right, so next, I got an apple core. I love the kitchen gadgets. Of course, you can just use a knife. That's how we all grew up. But if you have an apple that's pretty symmetrical, like this one, where the core kind of goes down the middle, I put the stem side down. And then you have this part of the gadget. And I'm going to go kind of make a little bit of an indent. Whoa, hold on. I went at an angle. Hold on. Start over. I messed up. The key is to go kind of down a little bit straight. There we go. And then press all the way down. And if your apple core is symmetrical, I know y'all, we're messing up already, but look, we go together now. I told y'all I'm not a professional. If you stick around, you already know what it is. So we're going to go straight down. Hopefully we get all of our core. Hold on. Okay. So pretty good. And I even go down a little bit further so you can see we got the core. This actually works well. Thank you, Hokie. This actually works well if your apple is symmetrical. And if you're going to do like the baked apple recipes where you fill it with like butter and cinnamon sugar and all of that, put them in a pan and make like an apple dessert, that works great. So this was number 2. Hold on, we're not done yet. So we're going to take out, y'all, I'm not strong. Okay, hold up. Okay. I really can't get this apple off. We're going to simply slide the apple off the... I know. If we had the knife, we would have been done by now, but I'm trying to teach you something. All right, so we have a little seed in there, but we got most of it out. But this is my favorite part. Y'all know those videos where it's like, it's so satisfying. It's the little things. All you have to do over the trash. Somebody had a question. I missed it. Repeat your question. All you got to do, and look, the core. Okay, I broke it. But the whole core comes out. I love that. So this is an apple core from Pampered Chef. Now look, if you're teaching kids how to cook, or you're not really confident of your knife skills and you got a whole bunch of apples you need to cut up or core, this could be great because it keeps the apple intact. All right. So that was your useless hack number 2. Come on in, everybody. We're at 3,300 likes. Okay. Jesus Johnny has one of these. Wonderful. I got a little bitty spot right here. I'm just going to cut a little bit off. I'm sure it's fine. But y'all know we eat with our eyes first. So I'm going to put apple number 2 in here. Don't worry. We're going to slice it up. I'm just trying to teach you something that you already know. You will be all right. All right. So that was apple core knife skills, life skills, number 2. Number 3 is my favorite. Cat Dog says, are you making dinner or dessert? Neither. I'm making a snack. All right. So for those of y'all who just came in, let me show you what we're making. We are making an apple Snickers salad. Oh, I turned it down. Hold on.
Now I'm using a mandolin to cut really thin slices.
Okay, so we're going to slice our apple. We're going to add yogurt, peanut butter, caramel, chocolate chips, and peanuts. Shake it up, and we are making a Snickers salad. All right. So we're starting really basic with the apples. So this is, I would call it a snack. All right. Apple Snickers salad. Thank you all so much. We're at 3,600 likes. Thank you, everybody. Come on in. Welcome to Food Talk TV. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are making Snickers apple salad. Okay, the last one. So you all already knew about the knife skills. Fine. I didn't wow you. You already have an apple core. Fine. I didn't teach you anything. Hold the phone. There's more. But wait. You probably have one of these in your kitchen drawer. Is it a vegetable peeler? Absolutely. And this is poor etiquette. Don't gesture with utensils. I also teach a finishing school for the modern woman. So ladies, if you want better etiquette, yes, I can teach you. All right. Teachable Moments with Maggie.com. Save the date for Black Friday. All right. So this is a vegetable peeler. But if you have one of these, you notice how it's kind of serrated on the side. Watch this. Okay. So this apple looks kind of struggly. It's got some spots on the bottom I just want to take off. Nothing wrong with it, but you know. All right. So this one is not symmetrical. What we're going to try and do now is we're going to go directly in just like the apple core, because believe it or not, this is a vegetable peeler, but it's also an apple core. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go down the side and go kind of straight in, and then that serrated side, if you turn, not strong, but if you turn, it takes the apple core. Y'all, it's the little things. Did y'all already know about that? I don't know if y'all already knew about that, but this thing is a vegetable peeler and an apple core. So now we have 3 apples. So hopefully you learned something. So you can cut it around the core, you can punch through the core, or if you have a vegetable peeler with a serrated edge, it's actually an apple core. All right, don't give up on the secrets. Okay, so we are good for now. We'll get the cutting board in a minute. I want to go ahead and slice it while the apple is still nice and firm. So I'm just going to put this in here. We're going to make this with 3 apples. Thank you, Jesus Johnny, for the badges. Thank you so much. See, Shara didn't know. I knew that would help somebody. All right, so I'm just going to move this behind me for right now. All right, so now we are going to move to the slicing. So I have a mandolin here. Again, get the kids in the kitchen, but mom and dad, you want to do this part. So we want to slice this thin. So what I'm going to do, I'm so excited, y'all. It's the little things. All right, so let me move my apples here, make sure everybody can see. So we're going to go over the big, just put my pieces in here. These I want to have for research purposes. Okay, excuse me. We're going to set this to 1, which is the thinnest, and then we're going to try and balance this over our container. It's got a little groove here. See, bargain lot, learn something new. Told y'all. Come on in, everybody. We're at 3,900 likes. Tap the screen if you like kitchen hacks. And let's see if we can get to 4,000. So I'm going to try and balance this. Why doesn't mine balance? Hold up. All right. I really want to do this over a bowl. Yeah, I'm going to just get a bowl because honestly, I don't want anything to slip. Maybe hers has a different, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Let me get a bigger bowl so we can just be safe, and then we'll transfer them over. All right, so I'm going to use this bowl. Perfect. And I'm going to have this over here, and we're going to go with our apple slices. Now, I'm going to slice here. I did have like a little guard, but just be careful. We're going to slice. So it's given us like really small. Is that a Pampered Chef slicer? Yes, it is. This one is Pampered Chef. It's kind of hard to see in the camera, but I had like a what's it called? They say the best thing to do is like use your hand and grate it that way. So let me go with the big ones first. Let's just do that. So once you get down to the end, you just want to slow down. Keep your fingers out of the way. They have some that are automatic. They have some that like it's no hands. I don't know how it works, but I'm just going to use this little tissue and hold like the rim and keep that out of the way. All right. So we're going to slice our 3 apples. Maybe I should have cut it. Yeah, I think she cut hers in half. So I'll do that on the next one. So come on in, everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are making a Snickers apple salad. All right. We'll stop here. All right. And we're going to go to this one. I'm just going to cut it in half. All right. Come on in, everybody. You didn't know about the apple core. Thank you. Aw, thank you, Salty. We're at 4,300 likes. Let's see if we can get to 4,500. Tap the screen if you like Snickers, if you have a sweet tooth, and share it with anybody else who does. So I'm going to cut this in half. One apple so far. And you can see how cutting it up makes the volume a lot more. It makes you feel like you're eating more because, you know, that chewing action is what gets us to think, okay, I'm getting kind of full. All right, so we're going to go back in
We're going to slice all of these kind of thin. Carefully. All right. So yes, we are making a Snickers apple salad. I just want to make sure this is set on here. We're going to slice our apple carefully. Just going to slow down since we cut it in half. There's like a, there's like a puncture thing. I'm going to get a fork. There's like a thing I couldn't find. Yeah, and you can just kind of hold it. We'll do this way. It's a little struggle bus, but y'all see what we're doing. And then once it gets down to the little nub, we'll call it. So we are going to make a Snickers salad. We are starting with sliced red apple. You could also do green apple. Or, I don't know, if you don't like apple, maybe pear, whatever you like. All right, we'll stop there. We're going to keep going. And you could scale this up. You could scale it down. You could make it one portion. If you like this recipe, you could also do like a big batch. If you have a big batch of apples, you could do a big batch for the holidays. This would be something great for kids. You know, they want something sweet, something that's like candy. You know, Halloween is coming up if you celebrate. And I wouldn't give this away, but this could be something to have around. All right. We're at 4,700 likes, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. Today we are making the Snickers apple salad. Don't think these pieces are going to go to waste. We will eat them, or I will eat them. But I just want to get as much of this sliced down as we can. And I'm just using a fork to keep my fingers out of the way so it can go fast. That's what we have here. Filling up this mold. These are Gala apples. This is what I had. Hello, Jane. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you all are subscribed to Food Talk TV, the home of the longest running live cooking show on TikTok. All right, I think I got a couple more pieces. This is a lot of apple. It's a good thing. Natural sugars, fiber. If you're vegetarian, this will work for you. If you're vegan, this is a recipe for you. If you're keto, I think this will work for you. If you're carnivore, today is not your day. All right, we'll find something for you another time. Thank you, Appiok, for the badges. Thank you all so much for following. We're at 5,500 likes. We got our struggle air conditioning here. And I think this is the last big piece. And then we are going to move on. See if we can get this inside our container. Just slicing this thin. Or if you have really good knife skills, you could do it by hand. I'm not a professional chef, so we do the struggle bus over here. All right, I think we're good. They're all down to like little nubs. So hey, we don't waste ingredients. Who wants kitchen snacks? We got a few left over. So we're done with the apple. Let me move this out of the way. We're gonna clean up and we're gonna add our other ingredients, all right? Mom says clean as you go, so let me rinse this off. Thank you for the roses web. Thank you all so much. We're at 5,900 likes. Let's see if we can get to 6,000. All right. We have a few apple shavings that flew away. So we're just gonna clean those up. And then we will go to the next ingredients. If you want a no cooking recipe, today is your day. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see if we can get all of this apple, oof, y'all, this is gonna be a lot, into this deli container. I'll close it up. Do we have room for the toppings? All right, I'm just gonna close this up and then I'll show y'all what we're making for anybody who just came in. Let me rinse this off. Or if you need a bigger container, use a bigger container. My apples were pretty big. You know, and if you're a meal prepper, I don't know, you probably have to put some lemon juice or something in there. This could be a nice little meal prep option. You could keep this in the fridge. So if you're doing salads, you know, it's fall. If you like those cranberry apple salads, this could be a good little add-on for you. Plain Jane says, I need a new goal. Did we smash our goal? Y'all know I can't see, but thank you so much. We're at 6,900 likes. Thank you all so much for being here. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. Hold on, the radio's coming on. All right, my robot device has like a little, what do they call those things? A skill. When it hears running water, it starts playing like kitchen music. It's nice. Okay, focus, Maggie. So this is what we're making. This is the Snickers apple salad. So we had 3 apples. All right, so this is the step we're on. We got our cores. I gave you 3 options, and then we sliced them thin. Perfect. Greek yogurt, peanut butter, chocolate chips, peanuts, caramel sauce, shake and go. All right, so let's get some actual ingredients here. All right, so we have 3 apples, thinly sliced. Check, we have done that. Now she has a half a cup of Greek yogurt. So if you can have Greek yogurt, have some for me. Love Greek yogurt. It's a great source of protein. I'm supposed to be dairy free, so I'm going to show you all a couple, of substitutes. So there are some Snickers salad recipes that use Cool Whip. That's fine if you like more of like a sweet, but that doesn't really have any nutritional value. I'm not a doctor. Don't listen to me. There are also some Snickers salad recipes that have like pudding mix. That's also a nice little treat, but I don't know if pudding really has any like nutritional value. So this is a healthier version, if you will. And so she recommends Greek yogurt. So this is what I have. I have this one. This is plant-based yogurt. This one is forager. It says coconut and cashew. So you could do almond yogurt. Now it's going to be a little bit darker than your regular Greek yogurt, which is like plain white. Another option, which the color doesn't matter to me. We're going to put peanut butter and caramel in it anyway. Another option for you, this is a coconut yogurt. I love dairy. It just doesn't love me back when I eat a lot of dairy. Thank you, Crochet, for the hearts. We're at 7,300 likes, y'all. Let's see if we can get to 7,500. Tap the screen and make sure you subscribe to Food Talk TV. Okay, so another option is coconut yogurt. Now, coconut yogurt is going to be lighter. It doesn't have a coconut forward taste if you don't like that. I love using this for snacks, but you can see, so this one is our coconut yogurt. This one is going to look closer to Greek yogurt, but it's more jiggly. It's not as thick as Greek yogurt, but this is a great dairy-free option. And then this is like cashew or the nut yogurts, like almond yogurt. Since this one was open, we're going to go ahead and use this up until you use me up. All right. So just love giving you all some options. So that's going to be my first substitute. Come on in, everybody. 7,800 likes. Thank you. All right. So we need a half a cup. Let's see. I just want to eyeball it because in my mind, you know, why measure? This is a 1/4 cup. So we're going to do 2 of these. And then I think I'm just going to do all of it. That's really what I want to do. All right. So let's get a little spatula. So the yogurt is going to give you, you know, some fullness. It's going to give you the protein. And you can see the Greek style yogurt. I don't know what they do to it to make it thicker, but this one is less jiggly. All right. So we're going to put that in. And we're going to do one more. Yeah, like I thought, we could do the whole thing. We're going to. We're just going to go ahead and do all of this in here. So approximately a half cup of Greek yogurt. So this will give you your creaminess and your binder. So you have Greek yogurt if you can have dairy, or this one is a, I think, coconut and cashew yogurt. All right, so this will give us the creaminess, but it's got more protein. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, the nut yogurts and the coconut yogurts do not have as much protein as Greek yogurt. So if you can have the real dairy Greek yogurt, have some for me. But I'm your substitute teacher, so I'm giving you some substitutes. We got Mustard Queen in the house. All right, so far, 3 apples sliced thin and approximately a half cup of Greek yogurt. All right, the next thing she has here is a 1/4 cup of peanut butter. So let me rinse this out. This is where I get in trouble. I love peanut butter. And it's not bad, but it's just the portions. A little goes a long way. All right, so we're gonna clean this out. Ooh, Angelica says you could blend cottage cheese as a substitute. That's a great idea. If you all can have cottage cheese, there's this buffalo cottage cheese that they don't sell in my area that I've seen online that one day I want to try it. All right, so I have some natural peanut butter. This one is in a squeeze tube. You can use any peanut butter, you know, you can make your own peanut butter. But since we're making a Snickers salad, I need both hands because I'm not strong. Since we're making a Snickers salad, this is going to give us the peanut butter. Is there peanut butter in Snickers? In regular Snickers? I know there's peanuts, but I don't know if there's peanut butter. Okay, so now we are going to add to our apples and to our yogurt our peanut butter, a 1/4 cup-ish. I would do more, but we got enough big back activities going on. So let's see if we can. The first time I make anybody's recipe, I always like to make it exactly by their instructions. And then afterwards, you know, we can doctor it up. Y'all can let me know if you would do more or less of anything. All right. Come on in, everybody. We're at 9,000 likes. Let's see if we can get to 9,500. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. Today we are making a Snickers apple salad. So far, 3 sliced apples, half a cup of Greek yogurt or substitute, 1/4 cup of peanut butter, or if you have a peanut sensitivity, you could do almond butter, sunflower butter, cashew butter, whatever nut butters. All right. So if you're team vegan, today is your day. Well, not the yogurt, but my version, dairy free, team vegans, you can still hang out. Okay. So next, we need a tablespoon of caramel sauce. I got another substitute for y'all. Okay, focus. So if you can have like, what is that brand we all grew up on? Smuckers, I think. You know, if you can have the caramel sauce that you would put on your ice cream, that hot fudge sundae with had a flashback. Looking yummy? Okay, but let me show y'all my substitute because we're trying to be healthy. All right, so you all have seen me use the skinny syrups for my beverages. Y'all have seen these before. I use them all the time. Skinny mixes, they have these liquids for your coffees, for your smoothies, these sugar-free like pump syrups. Skinny syrups also makes skinny sauces, all right? So I ordered the caramel sauce. So this is 0 sugar, 0 calories. This is what we're going to use for our caramel sauce. All right. Now I'm gonna be very honest with you. It is good, but you can hear it's a little bit on the liquid side. You know, a real caramel sauce is like molasses, right? That thick honey. Honey might be good too, but I'm trying to give you all some substitutes so you can keep your calories down if that matters to you. You have Smucker's Drizzle sugar-free caramel. I think I have it too, but I'm gonna be very honest with you all. Let me give you a substitute. I think this is what you're talking about. This one is good. A little goes a long way. And that's all I'll say. Okay, so I do have this one, but I seem to tolerate the skinny mixes better. All right, so we're going to use skinny mixes, but this is an option for you too if you need a sugar-free caramel, or you can make your own with butter and sugar. Is that what's in caramel? I don't know. Neither do y'all. Okay, focus. They also have some other seasonal flavors. Just letting y'all know, pumpkin spice and peppermint mocha. Do I have chocolate syrup? Chocolate syrup would be nice over this. Anyway, focus, Maggie. All right, so let's open this up. Oh, you have a different one. Okay, wonderful.
User says, is there a reason you're using that small container? I know. See, doesn't it look janky already? I'm trying to recreate this recipe. And if you look at, this is Alexa, what's for dinner? If you look, she does hers. Oh, hold up. Wrong video. She does hers in a deli container. See, so I'm trying to be like, Alexa, what's for dinner? That's why I'm using the small container. So we just gonna shove it in. But if you watch, look closely, hers is up to the top. And she puts that lid on there and it comes out just fine. So that's what we're trying to do. But you know what? I got something for you, user. Yep, we got this container if you need it. I also got the Big Mama Jamma if you need it. All right. So how you like them apples, whatever works for you. I'm just trying. I don't know if y'all ever done recipes where you do everything like they did, but then it doesn't come out. So I'm trying to do everything like she does. And then if it still don't work, maybe we can go with the big daddy. All right. So we got the Big Daddy. We got the Big Mama. All right. All from the dollar store. You will be all right. And then we got your Chinese takeout deli container. Okay, focus. What are we doing? We need a tablespoon of caramel. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. And today we are making a Snickers apple salad in a small container. Okay, so we need a tablespoon. And I have this tablespoon and it's kind of greased up. Oh, I used some coconut oil earlier for cooking. And I'm getting my hands unashy. But you can also have like a tablespoon if you put some cooking spray or oil in it. If you do honey or anything like that, they say it comes out clean. So let's see. So we're going to use the salted caramel. User says the Big Daddy is so much prettier. Okay, it is. But that's not why we're here. We're trying to see if we can make this recipe. We can prettify it later. Is that a word? I don't know. And neither do y'all. Okay. Focus. Let's see if we can open this and we're going to put this sugar-free caramel sauce on top. Hold on. Ooh! Ooh! It tastes like a butterscotch. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It tastes like them old school grandma butterscotch candies. All right, so I'm just going to shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. I know it's shake it off. I make up my own words. Allow me. All right? Shake it up. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. That's all I know. All right, so you see me reaching for the quarter because I really want the big one. Greedy. The recipe says 1 tablespoon, so we got 1 tablespoon. Yes, those butterscotch candies in the bottom of Grandma's purse. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We're at 12,500 likes. Let's see if we can get to 13,000. Come on in, everybody. Come on, everybody. Gonna do and it sounds like this. Come on, let's twist again. Y'all know that song. That's how my mind goes. I hear something and then I'm just gone with the song. Uh-oh, my coconut oil is going everywhere. Hold on, focus. I get excited, y'all. I got a problem. Okay, so we're going in with the sugar-free caramel. Let's go close to the container, close to our small container. All right, so we got our caramel sauce, sugar-free. All right, so we got that. But since it's 0 calories, I won't tell if you won't tell. But anyway, just giving you all some options so you can see this is 0 calories, all right? Y'all know that song. I'm not crazy. Well, I kind of am crazy, but, you know, in a harmless kind of way. Focus, Maggie. Okay, so for our Snickers salad, 3 sliced apples, a half a cup of Greek yogurt, a 1/4 cup of peanut butter, and a tablespoon of sugar-free caramel. Y'all like this? Okay. A 1/4 cup of chocolate chips. I got another substitute for you. Hold the phone. All right. Look. If you can have the Hershey's or the Nestle's Toll House, have some for me. But we are going to use the Lily's chips. These are real chocolate chips, but it's dark chocolate and it is no sugar added. I think these are sweetened with stevia, if they have sugar at all. The darker the chocolate, the less dairy and the less sugar, I think.
I'm not a doctor, don't listen to me. But you can do milk chocolate, but this is what I got. All right, so we're gonna use these dark chocolates. We're gonna make an upscale Snickers salad. All right, so have this with your glass of wine. Come on in, everybody. We're almost at 15,000 likes. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. So we have our ashy chocolate chips. They are fine, and you will be too. Something about the cocoa, it changes color, but it's fine. I went to a chocolate making class, and they told me it was good, so that's what we're doing. All right, so I keep pouring until it falls out. So we have our chocolate chips. So again, you see what I mean? Mima, right up your alley. If you are diabetic or pre-diabetic, I got you. All right, we're making a healthy Snickers salad. We have our dark chocolate chips. If you don't like dark chocolate, use the milk chocolate, use the semi-sweet, use whatever you have. It's a little bit of, you know what I want to do right now? I want to put some of this on a spoon, stick that spoon in here. That's why I just can't go nowhere. That's why we just can't have nice things. I just imagine myself jumping into that bag of chocolate and swimming my way out. Big Gulp says, are you posting this recipe? It should already be up on foodtalktv.com. So again, 3 sliced apples, half a cup of Greek yogurt, quarter cup of peanut butter, tablespoon of caramel sauce, quarter cup of chocolate chips. And then the last thing is the peanuts. All right, so we need to chop the peanuts. So I'm gonna bring the cutting board back. No, I'm gonna use this little one that I got at the dollar store because I'm feeling fancy. Will this work? I don't think this is gonna work. It's probably gonna fall all over the place. Yeah, let me get the big one. So we need peanuts for our Snickers. That's the last ingredient. So I have these dry roasted peanuts. So for portion control, we're gonna pour these into the quarter cup. Little kitchen snacks. Then I'm gonna put these on the cutting board and I'm gonna chop them up roughly. Oh, you're welcome for the recipe. Absolutely. All of my recipes, all of the Food Talk TV recipes are on foodtalktv.com. That's why we clean the counter, because I'm greedy. All right, focus. So all we gotta do is do a rough chop on these peanuts. I'm gonna use the same side because it's all going together. Y'all already know, y'all were not impressed with my apple hacks. I have another cutting board hack, but I'm feeling shamed and I don't want to say nothing about it because y'all weren't impressed. But if anybody wants to know, I'll tell you. All right, so we're gonna put our quarter cup of peanuts here. Hold on, we're missing 3 and we are greedy. We want all of them. Ooh, I think you should add some strawberries next time and test it and let me know if it's good. Hold up. We got some struggle strawberries. Ask and you shall receive. Now we're gonna make the recipe original. Maybe we'll top it. But is there a strawberry flavor Snickers? I think not. All right, so we're just gonna do a rough chop on these peanuts just so they can kind of get all in the nooks and crannies of our Snickers salad. So excited. All right, so you can mash them. You can put them in a Ziploc bag and kind of break them up. I'm just kind of running the knife through them. You don't need to pulverize them, but we're just gonna kind of get chopped peanuts, or if you already have chopped peanuts, that's fine. Come on in, everybody. We're at 17,000 likes. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, and we are making our Snickers apple salad. This is our last ingredient, and I think that's rough enough. All right, so let us add this to our small container. So I'm going to grab all of our peanuts, and we are going to add this on top of our chocolate chips, on top of our yogurt. Hold on, we lost some. On top of our yogurt, on top of our caramel sauce. And we're gonna struggle the lid on, and then we're gonna shake. Shake it up. Shake it up. Sharon says, I wish you were my neighbor. I love you. I love you too, sweetheart. I wish y'all lived here too, because I don't need to be eating this. I miss that. You know, y'all know Marcus is in the boot camp for the Marines now, but when he was a poolee, I used to cook and take the food to them. Clearly, I can miss a meal. All right, so now this is what we have. We're going to put the top on. We're going to try and get all of that goodness in here. Ugh. Okay. Ugh. Now, I'm going to hold the top and the bottom. I don't think my shaking is going anywhere. Yeah. 2 weeks from today, we'll be in Paris Island for his graduation. Okay. So you remember that comment about Big Daddy? All right, y'all. I don't really have much room to shake, but when you look at the video, you made birria tacos. That sounds yummy. All right, we're in here now. We're committed. You know, I think we should. The peanut butter is thick. Yeah. You know what you could do in all seriousness? We could have microwaved this a little bit and then it'll move easier. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to yield. I'm going to cry uncle. We're going to go for the Big Mama. See if we can put it in a container that gives us some room. Maybe it's working. Hold on. All right, let me shake it for a good minute. So while we're here, struggle shaking, Harlem shaking, trying to make our Snickers salad. You know what I think it is? Okay. This is a lot. Oh, hello, Diaz. This is a lot. And I don't know if I'm about that life, but we in here now. So, all right. See, y'all see how they make these reels? I'm taking a break. Y'all see how they make these reels and it's like it looks so easy. So 3 apples, deli container. We took the core out. We sliced them thin. Maybe my apple slices were too big. Okay, we'll do smaller next time. Peanut butter, caramel sauce, Greek yogurt, peanuts, and chocolate chips. Look at hers. Look how filled it is to the rim. But y'all know I look at these videos and I'm like, oh, I can do that. Then I'm over here fighting for my life. Ugh. Okay, let me move the glass. Oh, it's kind of working, y'all. Keep your hands on the top. I want to do it like this, but after all this, if we lost our ingredients, that would be a bad day. Looking good? Okay. I almost gave up. All right, let's work on upper body. 5, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? It's Snickers. It's Snickers. Y'all, this thing better be good. Okay, so I think it's coming along good. I think I'm honestly going to take the top off and just kind of look at it and maybe stir. This is why we cook live. See what I'm talking about? Y'all watch these reels and it's like, oh, that's so fast. That's so easy. I can do that. Then I'm over here disturbing my resting heart rate. Woo! Hold up now. Hold up now. Let's see. Let's tasty. Now, you see what I mean? See if y'all notice on the reveal, and this is not bad because I'm going to do the same thing. But if you notice what mine looks like when we shake it, but notice hers when she shakes it, notice how she has chocolate chips and peanuts on the top. You see that? How beautiful with a nice little drizzle. I know what you did. And that's fine. Just be honest. I think this looks good. We got a nice little swirl of peanut butter here. Kind of like that peanut butter ice cream that has a big frozen swirl in it. We're going to taste this for research purposes. We are making a Snickers salad, Sandy. All right, so let's taste. See if it's shooken up enough. I don't even think there's any apple in here. Let's just get the good stuff.
And then we're gonna portion it out so we're not too greedy. And then we're gonna plate one and we're gonna drizzle it with a few extra peanuts, chocolate chips, and the drizzle, and then we'll be done. Mmm. 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 I want a little flaky sea salt. I know, but you all know how like sea salt and dark chocolate. Okay, I think we're good. I'm just gonna get some tongs in here and portion them out so I don't hurt myself. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I know why they call it a Snickers salad, and I didn't get any apple in there. I probably need to taste one with some apple. It has a little tartness to it. You know how Greek yogurt or Greek yogurt substitutes have a little bit of that bite to it, like right back here? It doesn't bother me at all, but I'm letting you all know it does have a little bit of that bite. But compared to an actual Snickers, hello. All right, so we're just gonna do this because I gotta get it away from me. Oh, I got a whole chunk of apple here. Look at this. I don't think I shook it well, but that's okay. All right, we'll leave some in there. I'm just gonna get in here with the tongs. We may need some more toppings anyway. I probably would use either smaller apples or a bigger container. So y'all can see I'm just getting in here, but I tried it, but this is still good. All right, so, ooh, hold the phone. I didn't have any apple. Once you have the apple with the bite, it actually balances well. All right, so let's put this away. And we're gonna try and plate this, if we call it plating. What can I put this in that looks nice? She's eating it out of the deli container. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's see. I got a small deli container here. It's not the most elegant presentation, but to stay true to the recipe. So I'm just gonna get in here and we're gonna get all this out. And then we're gonna put a little bit more chocolate chips, a little bit more peanut butter, and a drizzle of caramel. See if we can make it look presentable. I would like a white bowl. I know it looks bad, but it tastes good. Okay. Oh, we got a little bit more down here. Hold on. Greedy. Let's get all of that. So you can eat an apple. Whoa. Oh, hold up. I would probably put this on a plate. Okay. If you think this is going to waste, you are wrong. Who wants the kitchen snacks? Okay, so we have our struggle Snicker salad. So all the ingredients are in there, but here's your hack. Save some of the ingredients for a garnish. So we had our sugar-free chocolate chips. So I'm gonna have a little bit, just like a teaspoon. Save some. All right. We're gonna put some chocolate chips on there so people can see what they're eating. We've got chocolate chips inside, but we want to put some on top. All right. And then we'll do the same just with a little bit of peanuts. This is probably a serving right here. I'm not even gonna crush them up. You can if you want to. If you had chocolate syrup, you could do chocolate syrup. We're gonna do our salted caramel, or do you want me to do a little bit of the sundae syrup? I'll do a little bit of the sundae syrup. All right, let me move everything because as soon as I put the syrup on, I want to take a picture so it doesn't slide everywhere. Y'all know ingredients, cha-cha slide on you. All right. So we're going to use some of our Smuckers. And this is a sugar-free caramel. Use whatever you have. So we'll just do like that much. What do we think? Would y'all eat that? All right, we're gonna take a picture. Then we're gonna take a taste of everything together. Looks good? All right, if you say so. What would you add? Okay, somebody wanted a strawberry. Let me take a picture like this and I'll cut one strawberry and put it on top. I'm gonna take a bite without the strawberry first. All right. So today we made the Snickers apple salad. This was 3. Ooh, not bad, y'all. This was 3 apples sliced with Greek yogurt, caramel sauce, peanuts, peanut butter, chocolate chips, and I can't remember what else. All right. So we're going to get in here. This is the caramel apple salad we made with 3 apples. We have peanuts, peanut butter, caramel sauce, sugar-free, dark chocolate, peanut butter, natural peanut butter, and dairy-free Greek yogurt. Enjoy. All right, y'all. So let's get in here and see what we think. All right. Thank you, quiz. I appreciate you. All right. So we're going to try and get a little bit of everything. A little bit of apple, a little bit of peanut butter, yogurt, all of that. Where is my towel? Y'all, that is so good. Woo! Hold up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It looks like a hot mess. I'm telling y'all, all the flavors come together and it is so like rich in substance. I'll be very honest with you. I would do this with a green apple because you want that tart, but it's creamy, it's sweet. I think it's healthy. Y'all, I'm over here greedy. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. Mm. All right, let me get one struggle strawberry. It's always somebody extra. All right. I'm gonna slice this up, take one last bite, and then we'll be done. Do the happy dance, I just did it. All right. So anyway, in all seriousness, this has been so much fun, you all. Seriously, if you have fruit lying around, if you're meal prepping, you can make this base salad and then with your meals, like if you were packing this to go, pack a little bit of chocolate chips and nuts on the side just for a presentation or eat it like it is. It's actually really good. And it's sugar-free except for the apple, natural sugar, dairy-free because we use the coconut yogurt, and gluten-free because there's no bread or any of that stuff in there. Oh, I said I was going to take a picture with the strawberry. I don't know. Is there a strawberry flavored Snickers? But I'm doing this for y'all. All right. So cut up a little strawberry. But I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and X, all on the same handle, Maggie, the substitute teacher. I make food and femininity content. My cooking stream is with you all Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern, and my relationship content is tomorrow, Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern with Lucy. So let's try. I like it. Strawberry peanut butter kind of tastes like a little peanut butter jelly sandwich going on meets a Snickers. I'm fine with just the apple, but you could absolutely do this with whatever fruit you all have. This is really good. All right, so let's see for announcements before I let you all go. Registration is closed for the finishing school, but stay tuned. We usually have a Black Friday special. Again, this recipe is on foodtalktv.com for our Snickers apple salad. I think we made a really nice version of it. But if you want to travel with me, you can come to Ghana. It's not too late. Next month is the Maggie Meetup Cruise. In December is the trip to Ghana. My website is teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. We're at 22.2 thousand likes. Let's see if we can get to 22.5 on our way out. You can go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com to connect with me, and I will see you all next week. Oh, Devious said you were going to try sea salt. See? Thank you. I just wanted a little flaky, like a little flake of sea salt, because it's got that dark chocolate on it, like literally that much. Thank you. See, we cook together here. All right, so let's put that on, and I'm gonna see if I can get a piece. Yeah, there's a piece of salt. There's some apple. Oh my God, y'all, I'm drooling. This is so embarrassing. All right, let's get in here. Hold on. Because I had dark chocolate, a little flaky sea salt. I don't have anything else to say. I will see y'all next week. Whatever else you would add, hopefully this was good. Y'all would eat this. And this is a dessert you could feel good about. And it's got all that fiber. It'll keep you full and all those healthy ingredients. So I will see you all next week. All right. Thanks, TikTok. We're at 23.8. You all did it. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody. All right. There we go. All right, y'all. I'm coming over here. Oh, it's so bright. Can y'all see that? Let me come see what y'all are saying in the comments. Hold on. I got to take another bite. Sorry, TikTok, Instagram, and no, X. I can see your comments. All right. So if you had anything, hold on. I'm coming. Mm-hmm. 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 All right. Let me scroll back. Because I want to sit down and enjoy this in peace. Quasia, you can see. Hello, Jurgen is here. Glad I shook it up. Yeah, honestly, these are a little bit less coated, but I could probably shake it up more and then just put a few more toppings on them. So I'm going to put these in the fridge, but if you're packing lunches or meal prepping, absolutely. And honestly, I would probably scale down and just do one apple. Do your toppings and then have it to go. Bria says, remember those reels are edited so she could have stirred it with a spoon or something slender like a chopstick off camera. Hers was filled to the brim, so I doubt it had room to mix. Yeah, it's always something, y'all. But we have fun here, so thank you, darling. You want it now? Shake it up. Somebody on TikTok saying, why are you using that small container? It's always one. That's okay. I don't mind it at all. Hello, Vani is here. Shout out Foodie Friday. Hello, Endless spokesperson. Was just thinking about South Africa. Excuse me. Thank you, Jurgen. So yeah, on Fridays, y'all, they want me to be exclusive on Food Talk. So I come on here before with you all and after with you all, just so you can see. But that's what's going on. Everybody, just for me. Hello, everybody. Cold apples. I know, right? Good evening. Aw, thank you, Quasia, so much. All right, everybody. I think we got it. Let me see. Is there any comments at the bottom? Adelinda, thank you. I'm glad y'all enjoyed. I have fun. This is my happy place, clearly. All right, so I'm going to eat my leftover apples, sit down and eat my salad. So yeah, tomorrow Lucy and I will be on at 5 p.m. Eastern if you want relationship content. I think this one is going to be a good one. This is Dr. Orion. Y'all know he's an academic, so it's a lot. But yeah, like I said, my announcements, it's not too late. If you want to travel next month, the Maggie Meetup Cruise, we are going to the Bahamas. Come sail away. I'll be turning 50 next month, so if you want to celebrate with me, you can. If not, y'all know I always make my travel content and bring you along with me, so you'll see everything that we're doing. And then in December, if you want to come to the motherland, I'm taking you all to Ghana with me, where I was born. It's not too late. If you still want to come, you can. We're going to have a wonderful time in the tropics while it's cold here. All right, everybody. So thank you all, and I will see you all tomorrow with Lucy, or next week. Bye.